Procedure on chemical practical on investigating the properties of proteins. Materials: protein solution, biuret reagent, beaker, test tube, pipette, dropper. Procedure: place a small amount of the protein solution in a test tube. Add a few drops of biuret reagent to the test tube. Observe the color of the solution. Results: if the solution turns purple, then the protein solution contains proteins. If the solution remains blue, then the protein solution does not contain proteins. Example: sample, biuret reagent. Result: egg white. Purple, contains proteins. Distilled water, blue, does not contain proteins. Safety precautions: biuret reagent is a corrosive chemical, so be careful when handling it. Wear safety goggles when working with chemicals. Tips: if you are unsure whether a solution contains proteins, you can perform a secondary test, such as the xanthoproteic test or the ninhydrin test. If you are testing a solution that contains other substances, such as carbohydrates or fats, you may need to perform a protein precipitation step before adding the biuret reagent. This will remove the other substances from the solution and leave only the proteins. Applications: investigating the properties of proteins is important in the food industry, as proteins are essential nutrients. Investigating the properties of proteins is also important in the medical field, as proteins play a role in many different bodily functions. For example, proteins are used to build and repair tissues, produce hormones, and transport nutrients. Extension activities: investigate the denaturation of proteins. Denaturation is the process by which proteins lose their structure and function. Denaturation can be caused by heat, acids, bases, and other factors. Investigate the effect of different solvents on the solubility of proteins. Design and carry out your own experiment to investigate a factor that you think might affect the properties of proteins. Teacher's notes: biuret reagent reacts with the peptide bonds in proteins to form a purple complex. This complex is what gives the solution its purple color. Biuret reagent is a relatively safe chemical, but it is important to wear gloves when handling it, as it can irritate the skin. If you spill biuret reagent on your clothes, you can wash it out with soap and water.